Hello everyone, my adorable little peeps on the entire planet called Earth, and I'm Alex. I just got home from my outside activities, I should say, and I've been to the library today as always, and I was trying to practice my English as long as I could, and I actually dropped a paraphrase that I was horrible at my English. I'm telling you, I really was like kind of. Just at the moment I stepped into the place that I wanted to be, and I had my seat and I landed my ass, and I was proposed to give kind of introductory thing, and I was like, I'd read the question that was written on the blackboard on the screen, I should say, and I read the question, but I forgot it at once, and there were two questions. First question was say a name, and a stupid one, isn't it? That's Connie. That's Connie as a old elephant and old horse. Is that corny? And I answered the first question. I said my name, and instead of beginning to respond to answer to the second question that was written on the blackboard, I was giving kind of impromptu speech of mine, as I'm so keen about doing that, and I gave a kind of not short, not long bunch of portion of my ramblings, and that girl that was sitting beside me, her name was Julia, and she was trying to chirp me in a way, just saying by saying kind of, Alex, haven't you read the question, and what was that about, all the speech that you announced right now? And I don't care, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And that's my style of narration. If you don't get it, just to leave this place. I mean, not this place, but the place like that surrounds me, my inner world, I should say, my inner world, by meaning. And by naming inner world, I kind of make the circle around me within 1 meter. And if you're not agree on my point, that you're gonna leave my circle, my circle of inner space, my personal space, I should say. And oh my God, that's kind of introductory thing that I brought for this video. On my way home, I was craving to say some words, guys, for you, and I just decided to make this short story of today, and I will tell you something about the second question that was brought on that meeting at the library today, and I haven't answered that question, and I'm gonna answer the question right now. And the question again was kind of, what things would you change in your life if you'd had an opportunity? What things you would have changed in your life if you'd had the opportunity to do that? And that was the question, and my answer kind of that I didn't give at the moment, my answer to that inquiry, whatever I would call it. Anyways, my answer is, I would put some people out of my life. That's for the first point. I would do things that I've done previously in a more just patient way, without no rush, no fuss, with complete understanding what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and I mean, I'm pretty satisfied and contented with what I have now, but still I would have done things in a slightly another way if I'd had an opportunity again to do that. But no one is allowed to do that, to have their second chance, and maybe we are, and still we are not aware of our destiny tracks and stuff like that. You know, everything goes along the lines of cosmology, mystical things, and parallel universes and spaces that exist simultaneously within one just universe thing, and within multi-university existence thing. And if you are familiar with that stuff of cosmology, I'm just telling you that you might exist within several spaces simultaneously, and live let's say several life tracks simultaneously, but in a slightly different dimensions and timelines, I should say. And that's interesting stuff, actually. If you're interested in that, I might give you extended ramblings about that, extended just revelation and explanation about that stuff, if you will, and it's up for you. You may comment me down below and say what you are interested about, and I'll give you the extended just version of my explanation in the purest version of English language, as I'm striving to correspond these days. And I brought 2 points already about what would I have changed, what would have I changed in my life if I had had an opportunity to do that. And for the third point, let it be, I would be more polite and more sensitivity related guy. I would be more sensitivity related guy in my relationships with my women that I had throughout my lifespan, I should say. And I definitely would. I love all the women on the earth, and not only on the earth, on Venus, on Mars, on some other Earth-like planets in our galaxy called Milky Way. And for the fourth point of the answer in the same question, I would bring something like at some points I would trust people more, and at some points I would trust certain people less, and that would bring me just more use in my life, and less hardships and misunderstandings in my life that I experienced. And for the fifth point, I would say that probably what would have I done in a slightly different way. I would spend my money, and I would have conducted my business line that I had previously in a slightly other way, and still I'm having what I'm having these days, but still I would have done something in a slightly other way, and my life tracks probably would be more just useful and more enlightening for my present experience, and I would take out of them something more point oriented and more I would take out of those my life tracks more wisdom for my further accomplishments and for my future days, I should say. And for the sixth point, I would bring something like, I would be the same person, guys and girls. I don't regret about anything that I've done wrong, and that's my life. That's what I call life experience, and the only teacher that explains in the most comprehensible way, it's your own experience. Nobody can just come into your life and say, Alex, do that, do this, do whatever. Just, you should, and only you who are about to go your own life tracks and experience your things in your life on your own eyes, on your own experience, I should say. And guys, that's what I wanted to share in this video, and I'm fucking weird again, and still I'm craving to speak. You see, I'm speaking regularly. I'm trying not to skip any speaking practice and interpret practice, and I know that the more I speak, the more my English becomes more sophisticated and deep and strong and flawless, I should say, and I'm pretty convinced about that. Nobody would reconvince me about the things that I've just said in front of you. And that's it for this short take of self-recording, and take care, be good, be just well, and everything's gonna be fine with you. And that's it for today, and thanks for your patience, for being on my channel, and subscribe if you want, follow my tracks, and wherever, be yourself. That's it, take care, bye.